What is going on, guys? My name is Jerm and we are back with another beautiful exquisite Dokkan battle video. Today we are going to be ranking the 3 new DOKKANFEST TURs, not the 3 new, 1 EZA, 2 new TURs that came out during the beautiful Golden Week celebration. I do think the celebration has wrapped up pretty well. So I'm just going to rank the 3. Here is what I have from before. I basically do make these tier lists. This is my first one actually recording a video on, but this is a tier list that I've had for a while, how I feel about the units. Basically, every character in the F tier is just like non-red zone viable characters. Like, if they can't even take on the red zone, don't even worry running about them. Now, I'm not saying all of these characters cannot just be used in the red zone, right? Like, you can bring these characters in the red zone, just expect them to die, essentially. But I'm not saying you can't clear a stage with, like, say, STR Gogeta on the team. And obviously, you need RNG, but you know, that's just what it is. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and just go up to this. This is the tier list that I've kind of been working on. I kind of separated the EZA characters from the actual main non-EZA TUR DOKKANFEST. And then the one thing is, I will not be ranking, excuse me, I will not be ranking the DOKKANFEST TURs, or LRs. I will not be ranking the DOKKANFEST LRs in this video. They will get their own video in the future. Now, let's go ahead and just converse a little bit. This is what the list I currently have. I did currently have Gamma 1 as the best non-EZA TUR, which is wrong, actually. I do want to do this right here. Yeah, we'll do this. But I also want to do this. This is just kind of updating the list as to how just everything has moved and gone. We're just kind of updating the list a little bit right here live. So, God Goku, Kale are number 1 and 2 at the current moment. It'll change probably. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but it might change a little bit up there. But as you can see, the S tier pretty standard, basic 2022 TURs. Unfortunately, our boy Super 17, yeah, he ain't cooking pretty well. Give him a partner, he'll probably cook a little bit better. EZA TURs are right up here during the S tier. I only have Kalkin Blue Goku as the mega top tier EZA TUR, but that might change in a second too. You never know. So we're only ranking 3 characters: the Tech Goku, Physical Piccolo's EZA, and Int Piccolo Jr. So let's start with Piccolo, since I think it might take the least amount of time to explain our boy Piccolo. And I actually should have had his details pulled up. I do apologize about that, but I'll talk about Piccolo, my experience using Piccolo, and why I'm ranking him here where I am. I'm putting him on the same tier as Kalkin Blue Goku. Now, very easily, by the way, I'm getting over a cold. I don't know if you guys are probably going to hear a little sniffling here and there. Very easily, I can tell you guys, Piccolo and Kalkin Blue Goku are essentially very different characters. Kalkin Blue Goku, you guys know, is the offensive god maniac, the king of offense, the god of offense, while Piccolo is the king of defense. That's essentially how I like to see it. Now, granted, Piccolo does need to super attack multiple times. He does have the ability to. The thing is, though, Piccolo is basically immune to super attacks because he 100% of the time has Scouter. So, you have the Scouter, you know where the enemy is supering, you can just move Piccolo out of the way. Now, granted, I will say this, and I need to say this right now, Piccolo does take damage. Piccolo takes damage from normals at the start of fights when he doesn't stack up. Thus, he is not a great slot 1 character. Unfortunately, though, if the super attack is in slot 2, or in slot 3, you need to move this guy out of the way. He needs to super first. If the super attack's in slot 1, he's not tanking it. If the super attack is before he attacks, he's not tanking it. So he needs to super attack, and even after a couple super attacks, it depends on the boss. Usually for me, pair him up with Orange Piccolo, it's probably like 1 to 2 super attacks, and he's already taking normals from the super attacks. From normals. So I say about 1 to 2 is the range that you need to at least get Piccolo at. Now, the only issue with this thing is, I do believe Piccolo is here right now. And I know, I mean, really, just basing on my opinions how I've used Piccolo, Scouter and stacking is way too good. And then you get to Piccolo's transformation, who takes no damage. Depending on how much you stacked with Piccolo, he takes no damage. And he links with the other Piccolos. This guy single-handedly can win you the fight. He is a legitimate leader. 170% to 2 categories is a legitimate leader skill. Obviously, you want to run the 200% leader skills, but this guy can win you fights very easily just by seeing this. But I'm also saying Kalkin Blue Goku can also win you fights. The thing about Kalkin Blue Goku is he's the best offensive character in the game. There's nobody who matches his damage. Kalkin Blue Goku will skyrocket you to another universe. He will skyrocket these bosses to another universe with how much damage he does. My biggest issue with Kaioken Blue Goku is that you have to run him with... I mean, I don't want to call the UI Goku's dead because at least they have tech. They're dead characters. You have to basically run this guy on a team with MVP 17 because MVP 17 is the next best universe survival character, right? He's the next USS best character, tournament power best character. It's him, right? At all on this tier list, by the way, because take a look at this. Take a look at my tier list and see this. I have USS as the second best Easy ATUR and a top 5 Easy ATUR in 17. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. The next USS character is all the way down here, boys. Like, oh, actually, well, he's there too, but he's not on a 200% that he shares with Goku. I think is how it is. Let me check Vegeta's details real quick in game. I think that's why I can't place him there. He's not on a 200% with Goku. No. You want to know why? Actually, never mind. He is, but the UI Gokus aren't on Bond and Master and Disciple, so they're not on Orange Piccolo's 200% team. That's the problem. This guy and Kaioken Blue Goku are on a 200% team together, but you can't run the other necessary. You need to run this guy with 3 USS characters. So you basically have to bring the UI Gokus on a dead team. 17 is not a Bond Master Disciple character, so he's not getting the 200%. He's not movie heroes. It's just the matter of the characters you're running him with. You either run Kaioken Blue Goku, Kaioken Blue Goku on a 200% leader skill, where he's being dragged down by other dead units, because if UI Gokus take hits, it's bad. It's bad. Really bad. If the UI Gokus take hits, that's bad. That is really, really bad. So, and even then, even if this guy takes a super attack without, if he doesn't like triple, at least double or triple super, farewell, bud. Farewell. So that's kind of my reasoning as to why I have Piccolo. But Piccolo lets you see where that big shot is, big attack is. He lets you stack with him, and he's practically one of the best Link runners with what, a top 3 unit in the game. So, yeah. Yeah, let's be a little fair for our boy Piccolo, right? I would also like to say that I think the second we get a USS buff, it could easily turn into this again, by the way. It could easily be this the second we get USS buffs. Any USS buff where this guy's on a 200% leader skill with actual runnable characters, yes, I do believe the case is this. In that scenario, I do think that this is the case. However, at the current moment, you could easily, once, and I'm saying this right now, once Kaioken Blue Goku gets the buffs that he needs, congrats. This is what the tier list is going to look like. However, at the current moment, this is what I agree with. Easily what I agree with. I think Piccolo is just a better tech option. I think Piccolo has better tech. Obviously, our boy just doesn't do as much damage as Kaioken Blue Goku, but who the hell is going to do as much damage as Kaioken Blue Goku? So, I'm just saying, with my personal opinion, the Scouter, the defense stacking, and the damage reduction post-transformation, the quick chance, this is like an addition. This is an additional god. You get this guy full additional with a little bit of dodge, easy, done. Kaioken Blue Goku, you gotta go full crit. Now, I'm saying this right now, Kaioken Blue Goku Spirit Bomb is basically the killer, the end game of anything. So, this is why I'm saying right now, once USS gets the buffs, you know, let's say we get another MVP 17, let's say we get Evolution Blue Vegeta, let's say we get another UI Goku, we're gonna get these characters at some point, a Blue Goku. Then, once the USS team is rounded, the reps of, sorry, it's not USS, it's Reps of Universe 7. Once Reps of Universe 7 is rounded out together, that's it. That's why I wasn't including Kill. I probably just confused the shit. Oh, Kill's in the Z tier. She's USS. My bad. I meant reps. So, yeah, these 3 are the best reps characters. This guy's a 1-year-old EZA. Right? This guy's a 1-year-old EZA. And that's, yeah, this guy, these 2 are 2023 EZAs. They're both good. But it's just not enough. You need 2 more Reps of Universe 7 characters to actually round this team out. Right? So, that's just my personal feeling. Next, let's talk about Goku, since he's right here. Goku is easily a Z-tier character. A Z-tier DOKKANFEST TUR. Let's move him all the way up, very slowly, very patiently, right here. I think he is better than all these guys. If I were to make... I would make this, let's say this is a Z plus, and then God Goku down would be Z tier, essentially. I would have to move everybody a tier down in order to kind of get this in, but I do think Goku is better than all these TURs right here. The guard on the first turn. Granted, our boy does need to take a lot of hits to build up, but once this boy gets his standby, I am telling y'all, when this guy gets his standby skill, or if another character revives, he's the best unit in game. 800k defense with guard, hitting triple 7 to 8 million attack stats. I've seen this guy hit an 8 million, go into an 8.5, and then go into a 10. Like, it's actually crazy the amount of damage this guy does post his revival or a character's revive. Granted, the standby skill kind of sucks. I mean, the boy is going to take a billion damage in standby, but he doesn't attack, so it doesn't matter. The whole point of his standby is to revive. It's kind of like the GT Goku and the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta LR from the 8th anniversary. The whole point of that Vegeta is to die. You launch the Ultra Mega Super Spirit Bomb, the Universal Spirit Bomb nuke, essentially, and you win the game with the damage. This guy, once you revive, or another character revives, so you can run this guy with any revival character, and it will not affect him at all. The issue with Goku is that without that revive, it's a coin flip chance that you get that guard. And the problem with coin flip chances to guard, you either get it or you don't. If you don't get the guard and this guy's not fully built up, he can take damage. This guy has taken 200k. I have him at 55%. He's taken 200k. He's taken a little bit more than 200k. He's taken a lot of damage because he didn't activate that 50% chance to guard. However, I've also had scenarios where this boy will get that shit. And when he gets that, he's a silly goose. He's a little silly, let's say that much. He's a silly guy. Post-revive Goku, I do think, is basically the best unit in the game. He's unkillable. He's untouchable. And this guy has one of the best teams in the game. It's crazy. Earth-bred fighters and powerful comeback. Are you kidding me? And think about all the additions that we just... LR Bulma skyrockets this guy's tiers. The Earth-bred fighter category is so busted after Golden Week, it's crazy. Then you got this little... You got Kid Goku just walking around and stuff, too. It's like, yo. Yes. Yes. Earth-bred fighters is so good. It's like... It's such a crazy category that, I mean, this guy just has a good team. He's a good leader overall, right? He'll share links with the major units on his category because, one, he's a Saiyan. He has Saiyan lineage. And he has the Dragon Ball links, which all the new characters that came out recently, all the free-to-play characters, then the two major DokkanFest and the Summon LR, all have those Dragon Ball links. So this guy will have links with the majority of his team. It's incredible. It's incredible. Like, there's so I could man, you could call this a dick eating, a slobber, whatever you want to call this, man. This Goku is a good unit. He is very good. It's just that coin flip. You either get it or you don't. But the second he revives, he's the best unit in the game. Overall, best unit in the game. Well, I don't know. Pre-LR Bulma, probably. I mean, I guess you could still say the same thing, right? He's unkillable. Bulma eventually runs out of guard, but she still has damage reduction. But Goku's just untouchable too at the same time, so it's like, you know, 800k defensive guard. And then we get to Piccolo Jr. Who? Drum roll, please. I just tapped my laptop like 16 times. Drum roll, please. Is the best TUR in the game. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been running him a lot on stream, by the way. Follow me on Twitch. The @'s in my description because YouTube won't let me put links yet, but, you know, it is what it is. Follow me on Twitch. Anyway, Piccolo Jr. I do think is the best TUR in the game. Just the explosiveness overall for this character, how much damage this guy can do turn 1, how much damage this guy can just do overall. If you build him with full additionals, I do have additional equips because my Piccolo Jr. is also 55%. You build this guy with an additional equip, this guy can triple super turn 1 and just clear. Clear, and I mean clear. Like, easy clear. Now, let's talk just more utility-wise what Piccolo is actually doing. Piccolo is not a slot 1 character. Piccolo is a slot 2 character. The same could be said about Goku, but whatever. Piccolo is a slot 1 character. Wow. No, he is not. So, Piccolo is a slot 2 character, goddammit. The problem is, Piccolo's leader skill is awful. Horrendous. Terrible. You get Orange Piccolo, but Piccolo doesn't work with any other Piccolos. Piccolo Jr. does not work with any other Piccolo. He only works well with villain characters. Why? He has a villain moveset. He has big bad bosses. He has Thirst for Conquest, and that's for Fierce Battle. That's like 3 major things. His best linking partner is AGL Metal Cool, who is an S tier Easy 8, but we're not talking about the Easy 8 characters. We did already. Piccolo Jr., you put him in slot 2, he does as much. He can hit 6 mil turn 1 without major links active. I had just Fierce Battle active, and this guy was hitting 5 to 6 million. Triple super. So, yeah, our boy is a little wonky, a little ridiculous, let's say that much. Then, let's not take into account his active skill. This guy's the best World Tournament character in the game. You put his active skill, right? You play his active skill. Keep in mind, per attack he does, so every enemy he hits, essentially, he gets 20% attack and defense. Per enemy he attacks, basically. Per attack he does. So, that's why in the movie's Red Zone especially, this guy can clear it by himself. Just by himself. You pop the active skill, you already buff him up. He's over 600k defense. You put him in slot 1 because the turn 1 enemies can't attack him. And you basically clear with Piccolo because he gets the defense on super attack, he gets the defense from his super attack buff. It's crazy, it's crazy. Piccolo is so good, it's insane. The thing that holds this guy down is the units you have to run around him. You can't. Double Piccolo is one of the worst leader skills ever. Trust me. We should not have gotten our third terrifying Conqueror League with this Piccolo. This guy could have led literally anything else, and it would have been better. The problem is, he works well with the cooler characters. He works well with the villain characters. Bojack, Cooler, Frieza, Turles, whatever you want to say. The issue is, those characters don't perform at their top performance under Piccolo's 200%. Why? Because his 200% buffs are Battle of Fate and World Tournament. Okay. So, boom. They're not on the 200%. No major Piccolo character is on the 200%. No major other characters are on the 200% for him. When you think about Battle of Fate and World Tournament, and this guy doesn't lead like Goku's not on Gifted Warrior. Goku's not on Terrifying Conquerors or Giants. It's just bad. Now, he does give Orange Piccolo a 200% leader skill, but the problem with Orange Piccolo is he doesn't share links at all with this Piccolo. They only share Fierce Battle. Piccolo Jr. is kind of treated like a separate character. They have Transform because they're giant characters, and Fierce Battle. That's it. That's basically it. Now, this guy does bring the Giant Form stocks up, by the way. Giant Form, it still needs a lot of work, but it's definitely gotten help. Let's say that much. With this Piccolo. Now, talking about the Giant Form itself, I think it's 6 turns that you can activate it. No, sorry. It's under HP. It's an HP threshold. HP under 40%, I think. You get Giant Piccolo. Keep in mind the Giant Form feature, where if the bosses just super attack, whatever, they can do the super attacks, they can do AoEs. Piccolo, once he gets out of that Giant transformation, after doing like his damage, think about it, you're getting free damage off on the boss. You come back, you know they're not supering because they can't. Because how it works is, Giant Forms don't count as separate turns. They count as that one turn. So, if the boss super attacks in that one turn or that phase, when they come back, it'll continue that turn, and it's basically like burning out how many super attacks they actually do. So, if they super attack, fine. Once you come back, they can't super attack again. It is literally free and easy. You run this guy and Orange Piccolo on the team together, you have three of these demons doing this. It's GG. You basically get 3 turns, three free giant transformations, and you guys win. Piccolo is the best TUR in the game. I have no issue saying that. I think Goku is second. Post-revive, by the way, post-revive Goku is like on it, like up here. He'd be like Zeno tier or some shit. Like he'd be like all the way up here. Post-revive Goku would be all the way up here. But it's just a coin flip. Now, taking a look at the rest of the list here, I don't want to make any other extra changes. Let's see. This is just the entirety. Like most of the early 2022 TURs, they aren't really that great. More or less, the later ones are a bit better, but you know, I'll still always have love in my heart for this unit. I do not care. But yeah, that's about it. I don't think there's really anything else I could discuss. Like eventually, I didn't put transformations on here. We're just form your opinion around just the base character. Like Super Buu, Buhan is all the way up here. Then you get Boo Tanks, who's all the way probably like down here, or maybe even lower. Then you get Boo Piccolo, who's still like up here type shit. But the issue is just that Boo turn 5 Boo, it's just bad. Like Super Vegito, Broly, all these characters, it really doesn't matter anymore. A lot of these guys, the early 2022 DokkanFest TURs are just RNG. But that's a lot of what the Easy A TURs are. It's just a lot of RNG factors. Let's see what you get, let's see what you don't get. But that's about it from me. I think this is probably where I'd stand with most of the characters. Listen to me. Form your own opinions, right? There's not like a universal thing. Let's say like, oh, well, you know, I personally beat the Red Zone using Videl's team. I think she's still good. Like, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, buddy. Form your opinions on you. This is what I personally feel using these characters, experiencing these characters. For example, if I were to be serious, I would put Kale somewhere down here. Why? Or somewhere like around here. I know she's good, but she doesn't have the help she needs, in my personal experience, because I don't have Kale. But I've seen what Kale can do, and I know she goes somewhere up here in this area. Kid Goku, I used to have under Gamma 1. However, post LR Bulma, post all the Dragon Ball Saga buffs, I put him above the Gammas. So, form your own opinions on your own matters. You can disagree, you can agree. It's all up to you. Let me know what you guys feel about in the comments down below. This is just currently my personal thoughts. I will update this list when the next DokkanFest TUR comes out. Probably in about next week, actually. I think the next DokkanFest TUR should be somewhere around the 29th through the 31st. So I'll update this list once I get them to work, once I've used the character a little bit more, seeing what they can do. Let me know what you guys think about our boys. I think they're pretty good. I think all three of the new TURs that came out, essentially Piccolo Jr., Goku, and the physical Piccolo Easy A, I think they're all pretty good. Let me know what you guys think about the list. I know maybe some people might not agree, and that's fine. Again, form your own opinions. Please leave a like and subscribe if you guys would like to, and I will see you guys in the next one.